the new group finder UI is out for Wrath, and the I've been watching a lot of the people. They haven't really been able to test it really good so far because there's just not enough people on. But it really at least the graphics look a lot like random dungeon finder.
I mean, it's literally the group finder from retail, I think.
Yeah, but okay, so yes, I keep forgetting that retail has a group finder on top of the dungeon finder,
because they groups for everything, like world bosses, quests. You can find people for anything with the group finder in retail.
Okay.
Which it looks like you can do for here as well too, which is cool.
Yeah, and I did see a video just today with Scotty J kind of pointing out the different things. You choose your roles. You could put a little note in there of, what you can do. The notes kind of scare me because that could be used for, boosting things and things of that nature, or carries and things of that nature for RMT. But it looks like it functions. I guess to be in it, you're going to have to to even type in the looking for group channel, you're going to have to be in this, be actually queued in this group finder. I don't know. Do you guys have any thoughts on this group finder thing?
So it sounds to me like it's very, very like the Yip said, similar to what they had on retail, right?
Yeah. So it's exactly the same. You list your group for anything, and then people apply, and you accept them into your group if you want them.
Yeah, I remember that.
There won't be an eye level there to tell you if you want them or not, but I mean, maybe there will be.
I remember they worked pretty well. I mean,
yeah. No, I mean they're good. They're used every day, but I mean, this will be a little bit different because those are cross server. I'm assuming this is obviously not going to be. So it will function a little bit differently because like the group finder is the same thing as like looking for dungeon practically in retail, but the only thing is that won't happen. Yeah,
I'm totally like lost. I don't really read the news anymore. So they got rid of the teleport you to dungeon thing.
Yeah, they're not going to let.
They
have that in retail. They have it.
No. I don't care about retail. I'm talking about.
They're not doing it in classic.
Yeah, you were supposed to come on for the episode.
God, dude. And it's not cross server.
It's not across the river.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That is awesome. For all this news.
I checked out like 2 months ago.
I know.
It turned out a lot of people were upset about that.
Of course they are. They don't want to walk to the dungeon. They don't want to fly to the dungeon.
Well, like, remember me? Like, I wanted it. I just didn't want it cross server. Remember, that was always my case.
Yeah.
But now I kind of like just don't get it now,
Bob.
I like that position.
Dead servers, let's not make it not cross server. That is a horrible.
Well, remember, I changed it to like a short time before it would let you, so you'd most likely be on your own server if you're on a big server.
Not your dead server.
Wait, they don't have dead. I thought dead servers are gone. They're still dead servers.
They're getting rid of them.
They will be gone.
Yeah, they're getting rid of them August 9th, like completely enforcing anybody still on there to merge into another server. That's a piece of news that's been out for a couple weeks.
Farewell, servers.
Well, I'm glad we have something because it, like, even with looking for group bulletin board, especially on Benediction, it is hard to parse through. Just like, I mean, it's just so many different ways that people say they're looking for something and have to read the whole thing. Like, it will be kind of nice just to be like, okay, this group's almost ready to go. I can just tank for them real quick, like request invite. Like, it is kind of nice to streamline that. And
in dual spec will make it even better because you can be like, if you're a paladin, you can queue for tank or healer and then just press a button.
Yeah.
Instead of having to go back and respecking.
Yeah, and I do like that it's still same server. And I mean, the dead servers, it's a bummer if you're on a dead side of a server, but
yeah, should have joined a mega server. What are you doing? That's the only way to play WoW.
I'm just glad you have to travel to the dungeon, man. That's I know I'm an old fogey, man. The dungeon exists in a place, and I think you should go to it.
Yeah, I don't
Do you know what I
even
mean?
know. I don't even know where the dungeons are in Cataclysm, because like I just always
right.
queued.
Yeah.
Remember the one that was like under in Deep Home? That was a.
I don't remember it, Eddie.
Yeah.
Like I just queued.
Sick. I definitely want to go under the sea to go to my dungeon.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Under the sea.
That'll be fun to ride up on my seahorse and
Yeah.
ride over to the dungeon.
Although,
again.
just on a side note, Yip, we're still like Grobulus is still 50-50. Like it's unbelievable. It's a freaking a unicorn, because even Firemaw is off balance now. Off balance 60-40. Like Grobulus is just weird.
I'm very proud of them.
That's cool though, man.
I have
cool.
a lot of people that I know that play over there, and they were always asking us to go over there, and some part of me wish I really did, because it sounds like they have a lot of fun.
It sounds like they're having a blast right now. I don't know how long it'll last.
Yeah.
Nothing lasts
we
forever.
definitely would have done that if it didn't cost our guild thousands of dollars to switch servers.
Yeah.
It could have been an option, but nope. No free server transfers for us.
Harskar, do you have any thoughts on the group finder? I know you've played a lot of
Harskar's
retail.
the only retail player. Harskar's main game is retail.
Yeah, it's really cool, and I think they added something that retail doesn't have in this classic one. So in retail, you post your dungeon group and then people queue up for it, and you get to select from the people that queued up. But I think in this new one, you can just flag yourself as like an eligible person, and then they'll come and find you. So you can just like, I want to do Utgard Pinnacle, and then go do your dailies, and some group will pick you up. So it's almost like the dungeon finder. It seems
Yeah,
like.
you're right.
I think that's like a new feature in the classic.
Okay,
one.
that is really nice. I thought that was in retail, but yeah,
No,
because that's the whole beauty of queuing. Is like you don't have to sit there and just watch the chat and be like, "Ooh, okay, quick. Do you need up full shit? Okay, next." You know, like you don't have to keep doing that type of deal. You can actually be doing other tasks while waiting for somebody who's actually going to put the group together, because there's a certain type of person, that puts groups together, and I don't think it's the majority. Like
it's not. It's definitely not.
Yeah, it's usually someone motivated for a certain item. Oh, put this on reserve, or or it's someone that just has that personality.
Yeah. As a quick doomer note to all you looking for dungeon haters. I know you guys thought looking for dungeon was toxic, but wait till you queue up for this and everyone just looks you up on logs or looks up what you are on an armory to see if your gear's worth bringing you in.
Dude, I do
that's
kind of
literally all that's going to happen.
I wish we had armory. I really liked the armory.
I mean, we do have armory apps.
It's
like
called
there
Warcraft
are.
logs.
Yeah. I mean, but I loved the like phone app and being able to look at my gear while I was out and be like, oh yeah, and then look at other people's gear and be like, oh yeah, I want to get that. Like, yeah, you can see it on Warcraft logs, but it's not as I don't know, it's not as cool as as it was on the armory. The armory was just kind of neat, but you're right. You're gonna get looked up.
They should streamline this process so you can just right click look at achievements on people, so that way you can make sure they have
or just like search. So like right click search Warcraft logs.
Right click search Warcraft logs.
You guys think new
add-on? New add-on?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's
I
gonna
think
become
so.
really big, and I think everyone's gonna be like looking at everyone's gear score again, probably like even harder than.
Well, I mean, that's what they
how
do.
It was in original Wrath.
Like, okay, if you go to a GDKP, it's a little different, but if you go to like I've done a bunch of SR runs now, and like you just meet in the middle of chat, and they check your gear before you're going to come. Like it's like meet at blah 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 for gear check. I forget the name of that floating thing.
Yeah, but now they're going to do that for you for heroics.
Exactly.
That's what this boils down to. For a heroic, they're going to only take you, especially because I imagine because we can't teleport to dungeons, you're probably going to want to find a group of 5 that are going to run like a few of them or a lot of them, and you're not going to bring an alt, or you're not going to bring a a new character or somebody who maybe doesn't have achievements or something. We'll see. I'll remain hopeful, but we have guilds to take care of that problem for us. But I think that this is going to become toxic.
I guess it kind of depends on the pool, you know, like if you don't have enough geared players, like that's when you're going to start looking down, you know, be like, all right, we'll take this healer because it's the best we can get at the moment, or type of deal. But you might be right there. All right.
I mean, I was going to say, as somebody who makes these groups, I don't mind the gear score stuff at all. I love making sure that's when my group are geared. I don't actually necessarily think it's like the worst thing in the world.
Dude,
gear scores.
Yeah, so last night they needed one more DPS for Magisters heroic, and I was like, "Well, come, let me go, you know, respect my warrior real quick." And he's like, "Just come as PvP." Like, so I'm just in there as like, you know, PvP arms, which is horrible damage in dungeons. So I guess, but that's also a guild run too. So I don't know.
To be honest, I think gear score takes a little bit of the toxicity out of the actual group, right? Because if you invite somebody in and then you find out they're really low geared and they're not pulling their weight, and then you try to kick them and then you have to get somebody else, right? I feel like that's more toxic than just not inviting somebody who doesn't have gear.
Yeah, I think, but I think for what Yip's saying, I think for like just for heroic, I think that like, you know, people don't have to be that geared for a heroic. That's right. Yeah.
All I know is that Link achievement is not something people fondly remember, having to only be able to get into things that you've done before and stuff.
Yeah, it totally depends on what side of history. If you have the achievement, it's great.
No, I agree. I'm
kidding.
talking about general philosophy, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be a decked out tank. I'm going to get in any group I want. I'm going to be selecting people I only want in there, and it's going to be great for me. But when we talk about game philosophy, I think a lot of the things that people didn't like about LFD is just going to be present in this anyway. It's going to be like very similar. People are going to be picky, and you're going to need achievements and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it is true that groups do run better that way. It makes sense. Like, you're never going to be like, let me try out someone on the lower scale just to keep things fresh.
See how it goes.
What's so funny is there's like add-ons that work completely great for like just leaking fake achievements.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So like you can like leak anything. So unless there is an armory to look somebody up, like everybody's just gonna fake that out anyhow. Like
Can you check someone else's achievements in game in Wrath? You can in retail now, right?
You have to like right click them and check.
I think
yeah,
if you right click them, I think so.
Okay.
But yes.
Yeah, I mean it is cool. I mean the current group finder UI is awful and nobody uses it. People will actually use this. So
yeah, I think you're right. I think people will use it, and especially if you have to like be in it just to use the looking for group channel. I guess people could come up with their own channel. But I think this does look fairly easy.
It's a good happy medium between the people that were really against looking for dungeon and the people that really wanted looking for dungeon, right? Like this kind of serves the purpose that I think the people that were upset that we're not getting looking for dungeon can be happy about this, and the people that really didn't want the looking for dungeon are
killing dead servers. Killing dead servers is a major factor that makes us work better than if they just let things roll like it was in TBC and then release this, there'd be a lot of issues. But if servers are going to have a decent enough population at the beginning, I don't think it'll make a big difference. Everything will be like relatively clean on most servers.
Thank you very much for checking out Warcraft Reloaded podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any future content.